Al Mitchell, welcome to TechWise TV.
Great to be here.
Hey man, what did you bring for us here? I can see by the slide we're introducing the 2960X, but this looks like another bunch of edge switches to me. What's the big deal here?
So Jimmy Ray, edge switches are one of the primary profitability centers for Cisco. We sell a lot of edge switches. And what we have today is the latest in our 2960 series. It's the 2960X. So we've had a lot of 2960 series in the past, very popular with customers, and so we're going to keep it going. We love a good thing. Why stop it? It's got a lot of momentum.
When you put X behind it, man, you know. Hey.
So, I mean, we've had the 2960S, and now we got the 2960X. We're running out of letters.
Yeah,
I think we got 2 or 3 more generations of this, and then we're going to have to go with 2965 or something. So what we have in this one is we've got a new ASIC on here, so it's going to run a lot faster. So when we flip it around here, we're going to talk about flex stacking, or flex stack plus rather. But in this particular one, continuing with the 2960 family that we've had before, we have 24, 48, PoE, non-PoE. Of course, these are all doing PoE plus as well.
Nice.
So always doing PoE plus now. That's becoming the standard.
Oh yeah.
And we got the 1 gig uplinks and the 10 gig uplinks models. So again, the whole assortment of product families that we have here. So.
Now, a couple things. Let me go ahead and advance the slides so somebody can see some of our coolness here on this product. A couple things that kind of, I mean, if you look at this, you're like, yeah, another edge switch from Cisco, what's the big deal? But the big deal is kind of the stuff that goes into this. And there's a couple things I wanted to ask you about, because I was reading the information on this. I was kind of taken back by absolutely a number of features here, but one that got me was hibernation mode. What is that?
So hibernation mode is a new thing that we're putting in that allows the switch itself to power off, except for just a small little bit of circuitry on the board that's required to power it back on. So let's say you're going to go away for the Christmas holidays, company shutdown. The whole purpose of that is save power, save time, right? Save money. So this switch will actually power off from December 25th until January 1st completely. It'll go on a trickle charge essentially, and then once works has a self timer with the circuitry that remains. It has a self timer. It'll power back on January 2nd, 8 a.m. ready to rock when everyone comes back to work.
Interesting.
So you power it off on Christmas Eve, power it back on January 2nd, comes back on, ready to rock.
Now, so a lot of folks that are looking, that are really interested in having more of a green type of network, that'd obviously be a huge feature for them. Very cool, very cool. Now,
I'm going to add one more thing. But besides that, even if you're not going to take advantage of the hibernation mode, you can still, this switch is already in standard operation, is already going to be the greenest switch out there for a 48 port or a 24 port enterprise class Ethernet switch. This switch is very low power. One of the things we pride ourselves in doing it engineering wise is really reducing the power consumption for the circuitry to just switch Ethernet packets. So already, if you just compare this switch with any of the other switches in the market enterprise class, it's going to be lower power.
Really?
Yep.
Now that's actually pretty interesting, because now hibernation mode, all that stuff, that myself doesn't interest me at all. I'm like, yeah, I'll never do that friggin' ever. But however, having a lower power switch by nature, that's interesting, because that's quite an engineering challenge.
It is.
To number one, to design something with PoE plus, and then also say it's very low power draw.
Very low power.
That is huge.
So it's not just the circuitry on the board, it's the power supplies themselves. The power supplies have got to be a lot more efficient as well.
Absolutely.
So it's everywhere. So that's one of the things that we're doing at Cisco, was part of the innovation. So you can't really get any more bits out of gigabit or 10 gigabit. It's, you can't, so you got to, this is where we're innovating, right? So the way to innovate is, it's total cost of ownership, and let's reduce the power consumption.
Now, another problem that we're noticing too, kind of a side effect of a global economy, it's great to be out and share and hold hands and everybody sing songs and stuff, but the problem of it is that we're seeing a lot of counterfeits, and being Cisco, I mean, #1 vendor out there, we're a pretty big target of this stuff. And while, there's a big piece of us that doesn't want our customer to find out they have a counterfeit when they call for support or when they try to do an upgrade and stuff. We've taken action on this product to prevent that or stop that. What's the deal with?
So we got a couple of things. We've got the Quack technology, which we've had before. So this is not the first product to do the Quack technology. But now we're also doing a secure boot. So this is not a brand new thing, but it's new to the Catalyst product family. And so what the secure boot does is now it secures the iOS image as well, in conjunction with the Quack technology, which secures the hardware. So the combination of those two are going to ensure that customers, when they purchase the product, that they will be able to continue to update those iOS images correctly, and that they have purchased a certified Cisco product and will continue to receive the support that they require over the lifetime of the product.
Very cool, very cool. Now, look, I'll tell you, 2900, good switch. I say good, because one of the things that's always kind of bothered me about the 2900 traditionally is that I need some visibility, man. I need some net flow. And one of the things that excited me to hear about is that you guys have added NetFlow Lite to this product?
Yes, we have added NetFlow Lite.
Dig in that a little bit for me, because that's a great improvement.
So
here.
one of the things we're seeing from customers is the network visibility.
Yeah.
So it's a big push for us now as to what traffic is on my network, who's using it, top talkers, the whole thing. So NetFlow Lite is the next best thing to NetFlow in terms of now we're going to be able to do sampling. So you're going to be able to set sampling rates for your products. So this will have NetFlow Lite sampling in the hardware, so it's not software bound.
Nice.
So it's in the hardware, ability to sample it, so it's not going to impact your CPU. So you'll be able to do all your regular network traffic as well as turning on NetFlow Lite and sample your packets. So.
And still lowest energy out there.
Still.
Unbelievable, man. Well, let's flip it around here real quick.
Sure.
I want to show folks the stacking on here as well. And you said this is FlexStack Plus?
Plus.
What's the plus? What makes it plus?
A couple of things. One is we're going to double. So from a 2960S when we introduced FlexStack, so now we have FlexStack Plus. So 2960S was 4 stack members.
Yep.
This is 8 stack members now. So there's always a big request. Lots of customers are asking, I need more, of course.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go to 8. And we've doubled the bandwidth as well. So the FlexStack was a 40 gigabits of stacking bandwidth, and FlexStack Plus is 80 gigabits of FlexStack bandwidth. So,
Dadgum.
I know.
That's pretty darn impressive stuff, man.
For an edge switch, this baby cranks.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, a couple other quick points here too as well is that I want to mention about this is that when we were talking, you're like, oh, I've got another switch that I can't bring in because we're still trying to decide at Basil, but you got a fanless model of this?
Yeah. So we're calling it the Cool SKU.
Cool SKU.
Cool SKU. And
it comes with its own leather jacket and stuff.
Exactly.
Very
Too cool
cool
for school, that guy. No, it probably has more to do with the heating and the convection. So that one is not quite ready for the filming. It's coming out a little bit later. It's 24 ports, fanless.
Oh, it is 24 ports.
24 ports fanless and PoE.
How in the world are you able to dissipate PoE heat on a 24-port switch?
Yes. So pure convection cooling, no fans, nice and so. It doesn't power over the Ethernet. So like we had the compact switches before, like the 3560C and the 2960C. Those you could power with PoE and provide PoE power. And that was all convection cooling. So we're taking that technology and the ability for us to work the convection cooling into our products now. And now we're doing 24 ports. You still have to plug a power cord in the back.
Well,
but
I mean, we're a few years away from super conductivity.
We don't want to. We're trying to make sure that we continue to have it. So I'm sure the next one will be UPoE powered convection cooled PoE switch. I'm sure we're working on it already.
I'm sure, doing surprise me one bit.
We got to keep going.
Now we got about a minute and a half left, Al, and one of the things that I know you guys are kind of big on doing is you're big on like breaking out the surprises to us. And I heard that you're actually going to bring an XR with you as well.
There is an XR, so we are going to keep going on this. So one of the things we have for you today is
right under the desk. Look
right
at that.
here. So look at that. Surprise, surprise.
Put that booger up there. Yeah,
surprise,
there we
surprise. We have a 2960 XR. So the big difference from this one is this one will run what we're now introducing an IP Lite. So this will be running full OSPF, EIGRP. So in your 2960, so it's a 2960 XR. And the other thing we have is a lot more available. And let me just flip this over here.
Sure.
So we've got now dual redundant power supplies, field replaceable. And you'll also notice here there's no fans. The fans are in the power supplies now.
I'll get out of here. Seriously?
So the fans are in the power supplies. And
well, son of a gun. How about that?
And the power supplies are hot swappable, field replaceable. So more of the convection cooling. We're getting there.
That is cool even for a higher end switch. You're doing that at.
Yep.
That is awesome, man. Well,
so
son of a gun.
That's the XR. So this will also running NetFlow Lite and with the layer 3 features that we know and love, and OSPF and EIGRP that we have.
Well, Al, I love it, man. This is really a cool product, and I love all the improvements you did, and great stuff, man. A nice evolution in the product line. Thanks for coming on TechWise, buddy.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.